Coming at you live from STP in DP, Orlando, Florida. This is Are We Having Fun? With your hosts, Kaehla and Stephanie, and your guests.
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome back. We're going ahead and taking the reins here.
No pato right now.
No patos at all.
There can only be one guest at a time, and whoever guest speaks first goes ahead and takes the reins. So.
Whoa, this is on camera right now, dude, so I gotta pause this.
Yeah, we didn't say anything.
Hey, howdy do, y'all. What's up? You can now contribute to our podcast, Are We Having Fun, to help keep the episodes flowing freer than whiskey on a warm, sunny day. Oh, man, I dropped my accent for that one. It was supposed to be like an old style Texan thing. Whatever. Anyway, visit anchor.com/arewehavingfun/support to contribute as little as 99 cents a month. That's less than the price of a bottle of orange juice you use to hide the fact that you're drinking a bottle of champagne every weekend. Okay, this week we are drinking Spindrift, and Stephanie got me hooked on it when she was in town. Now we're just buying it in bulk. We just became Costco members over here in Minnesota, so we just bought like a 64 pack of Spindrifts or something crazy.
A 64 pack of Spindrift?
I think.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, it's Costco. Makes sense.
Stephanie's back on the Cigar City Alai classic IPA.
Because Mark always buys this, so I have no choice. I mean, it's good though, but
And I'm just drinking a good old fashioned seltzer over here just because, yeah, we bought so many of them, and Spindrift is good and like natural.
all right. Back in the game.
So this episode is post Thanksgiving weekend. Stephanie and I spent Thanksgiving weekend together in Florida. I spent some time with my family. She spent some time with her family, but we really wanted to get some recordings going, and we only got 2 recordings. So let's just play them back.
Voice memos. We got voice memos.
Yeah, we tried to do like a live recording for you guys.
Didn't really work.
Coming at you live from STP in DP, Orlando, Florida. This is Are We Having Fun? With your hosts, Kaehla and Stephanie, and your guests.
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome back. We're going ahead and taking the reins here.
No pato right now.
No patos at all.
There can only be one guest at a time, and whoever guest speaks first goes ahead and takes the reins. So.
Whoa, this is on camera right now, dude, so I gotta pause this.
Yeah, we didn't say anything.
What? Wait.
First of all, we sound like we're on like SNL, but we're just walking through the parking garages of like UCF. So that's great.
I think that's what I tried to make it sound like, but my favorite part was when I go, "Whoa, we're on camera right now!" Like, what?
Because it wasn't even on camera,
and he didn't say anything crazy.
So that was number 1. What was the second one?
Well, that was that recording was at Sloppy Taco Palace. Did I say that right?
Yep.
STP. That's what
A
STP
classic.
means.
No, not a classic. What's the word I'm looking for?
Grungy.
Like what? Oh,
Ivy?
okay. Yes. Like a classic place where everybody congregates after service industry people get off work.
Yeah.
So
So
they're open till 2. So everybody kind of goes there to like relax. A lot of people get drunk there because it's a bar.
get crazy.
That's like the place that like service industry people go. So we went after I worked that night, right? Yeah, we went out.
Yeah,
with all,
that was probably
all
our
people.
longest night, honestly. Parker had been there already for a week, and I finally like met up with you guys. You took care of him, you housed him, you fed him, you changed his diaper, and and then I finally
Made sure he
it.
had cornhole within a couple miles.
Yeah, I made sure cornhole was readily available, which we didn't record it all at that bar. We just like probably bar hopped around all of Orlando except for downtown. So
The one place we were supposed to go and we didn't go.
yeah,
We basically went everywhere else. But
so
it was a good
that is
time.
hilarious. So we tried to go to a football game, and let's see what happened. Okay, we're in Stephanie and Kaehla's world. Going
AKA at UCF.
AKA back home. AKA Go Knights. AKA
Warren
we're
I4.
old as fuck. And
Hashtag Warren I4. Hashtag USF versus UCF.
hashtag UCF versus USF is what you meant.
True, and we're gonna win.
Hashtag UCF versus USF, we're going to win. One hashtag. And where's this going?
I don't know, it's coming at you.
Coming at you live.
Do it progressively when we get drunker. Cheers. We're on drink number 4.
Not to be confused with Progressive, because you should get an insurance with Liberty Mutual. Contact Stephanie.
That's my shameless plug.
The boys are leading the pack. Oh, we're all having babies tonight.
Whoa.
That's a no from her, dog.
Dude, look how different this shit is. Seriously.
I know, they're expanding.
Even last time we walked through, like, at night, it's different.
Everybody! Okay, Stephanie.
So that was basically just me walking around and you commenting on everything else that was happening in the background.
I was going to say, Stephanie, explain what was happening at that moment.
No idea. We were walking through tailgate. So we went to the UCF versus USF game. We wanted to go tailgating. We got there late, though. We literally got there like right when the tailgate was ending. So we were walking through like all this area with a bunch of tents, and we were just kind of like, all right, cool, like showing Parker and everybody, you know, like stuff around there. And then we had to go straight to the game. So we didn't even like, that was us pretty much sober. Like we had a couple beers, I think, before that, but like,
I think we had a whole case of White Claws as we walked around in 1 hour.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And Corona.
Yeah, but we weren't like drunk. We were like,
whoa,
drinking.
We don't get drunk.
Yeah, there's a difference. But yeah, UCF changes, dude. Every year it like looks new. There's a new building, new layout.
Do we even recognize her anymore? Yeah, it wasn't
like
exactly the rager we expected. I think we like hyped it up to be a typical shit show. You show up in the morning and you just drink all day, and like sometimes you don't even make it to the game. Like it was not like that. That's usually how it is at UCF, and
which was true like 4 years ago.
Yeah, we could see everybody at that level while we were just showing up for the first time. And so I think, you know, I think it's safe to say we're not as crazy as we once were.
Yeah, but honestly, not mad about it because I had a great time. That was like how an adult party.
I did too.
You know? Like,
I did too. And honestly,
home.
We were gonna like crash people's tailgates. Like there were actual adults like tailgating past wherever people were getting kicked out. And they had some bumping music, but we just got into the game and it was a good time. Honestly, that was
like, it's
so
the opposite of what we normally did. Like we would go to the tailgates, get drunk, and then leave. We wouldn't even care about the game.
Yeah.
And now we literally like showed up like not sober, but like we weren't drunk. And then we actually stayed the entire game and like watched it and like commentated on it. And it was,
yeah, we had to. Fun. It was such a close call for UCF. We had to stay until the last minute. Oh my God. That was so nerve-wracking.
And I guess we technically won on a technicality, right? But whatever, we'll take
it. It was the craziest last couple of minutes of the game. So anyway, this Thanksgiving was just a lot different than usual. If I was on social media, and maybe this is why I had like a little bit of a mental breakdown today. Just a casual like 2.5 panic attacks, no big deal after getting home yesterday. You know, reality setting back in. And it's just crazy how not only did we handle ourselves at this football game, but we didn't even like go out the day before Thanksgiving. Literally everybody was talking about going home, going to their hometown bars, getting drunk, showing people like how far they've come, and running into those people you hated in high school. You know, we literally avoided all of that. And it was kind of
We
decent
literally went to STP with like
with
my
our
coworker. That was the day before
close
Thanksgiving.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't even like, that wasn't the day we were supposed to go downtown, but we were just like, we just want a low key night. So we literally went to this other bar. They closed early though. And that was a really cool bar. Remember the American Social?
Oh, that was cool.
And then we were like, okay, let's go to STP. That way we can all just sit and relax because they stay open till 2. So it was just like a chill time. And that's really what Thanksgiving is all about anyway, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think the day of like, or the times of like having to like dress up, like act a certain way, go see people you really don't want to see, I think that should be behind us. Like Thanksgiving is literally about being thankful for what you have. And I want to be surrounded by the people I want to be with and doing the things I want to do, which is like sitting at home in my pajamas. So
that's so cute and so wise. I was just going to ask you what you thought about it.
Yes, that's what I think.
Because I've been seeing
even like the whole dinner, like I don't even need a turkey. I don't even like it that much. Like if we just like made like Thanksgiving pizzas at home, that would be perfectly fine for me.
Which we had pizza too, didn't we? The day after Thanksgiving?
Yes, the day after. Yeah. And
that was fun too. We finally had a game night. Oh my God. If you're listening to this podcast, please play games with us because we need friends that actually want to like play games. Stephanie got a Switch. So literally all we did, this is why we were late to the tailgate, was because we were playing Animal Crossing.
I was playing, and I'm playing it right now. Mark is outside by the fire playing Animal Crossing.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious.
Was my Thanksgiving gift to like ourselves / Christmas gift. We bought
It's so worth it. It's so worth it. But yeah, that's kind of like how we've like chilled out over the years. And I feel like everybody else is like trying to go all out because maybe they didn't have that when they were younger or like whatever, and we're just like, nah, like we're trying to get our shit together. And that's what's so stressful right now for me, is like coming home, dealing with stuff that I already knew was coming that like hasn't been taken care of still. And I'm just like, okay.
Are you talking like financially or just everything?
Like financially, but like I know it runs deeper than that. It just like is causing me, even just like the idea of traveling is causing anxiety. And I'm like, this is literally my number one love, is like traveling. And like, think about how fun it was in Florida. And I just feel like a totally different person at home because I think I just put so much expectation on like the serious things that like when I step outside, if I give myself a break, this is why I never used to give myself a break. It's because once the reality sets in, then I'm like, oh shoot, here comes my anxiety. And so like I either need to be doing things all the time, maybe I need to be traveling more. But
I think we need to like expand your traveling. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
You're literally just going back and forth to Florida. So, I mean, I know it's not a waste, obviously, because you're seeing your family or friends, but maybe in your mind, you're like, I'm doing the same thing.
Maybe I don't know. It's like because it's like I'm coming home for reasons.
Right.
Like, yeah, okay. I spent Thanksgiving with my family and I didn't even get to do that last year. And I made it out okay, but now I'm coming back for Christmas to actually spend time with them. But like it was almost like I came, like I just I don't know. It's so weird. Like in the moment it's fun, but like leading up to it, I'm thinking this is just going to be work. Like this is just going to be a lot of effort. And like, I don't know. I have no idea. I need to go to therapy and figure this out.
Yeah, girl.
Because everything that
scared me today. I was like, what's going on?
Literally like sit
and
on
I know you kind of tend to like recluse yourself when you're like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, tell me if you need something. What do you need?
that's exactly what will happen. And I'm like, okay, well, it's about to be winter here, so I'm gonna be inside more.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like gonna get worse, or what's happening here? So I don't know. We are on the verge of something big. Maybe the podcast is about to blow up and I'm just like shedding a bunch of
That's on
emotions.
you guys listening.
But like,
this
look
shit
at
blow up.
so like for video, and sorry, I've been slacking on posting the videos, but honestly, guys, it is just like a lot when I'm posting to all these platforms, and then on top of that, I have to post to YouTube. That's not an excuse. It's just I'm saying sorry. Anyway, so look at all these pages I wrote on the airplane because I didn't have a charger all week because Parker took my charger, which was his charger. So apparently I don't have my own charger in this house. Now I do, because Parker gave me an early Christmas present because of this trip. And and so I couldn't charge my phone though, because on the way back I had the cord, but I didn't have the cube. And none of the USB ports were working in the outlets at the airport. Even though they have them attached to the outlet, they weren't working. So I was like, okay, how am I going to pass the time? Because I need to use my phone to get around and like use these boarding passes. So I was just like handwriting everything, planned out a bunch of content. I was like, yeah, boom, boom. Like everything felt so good. I get so much done when I'm on an airplane. But then if I go
sleep.
home,
I eat snacks and I sleep.
Yeah, if I go home, then I just crash and burn. Like everything becomes too overwhelming. Brushing my teeth, too much. Like getting out of bed, okay, made it to the couch. Uh-oh, now I'm having a breakdown. Back to bed. Like it was insane. So, yeah. Tomorrow I better put out a bunch of content. At least this episode will be done, cuz
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the way that like I work for sure, and I think that you have a lot of these same qualities too, if we're like checking things off of our to-do list, that's like a spark of joy, and that's like another reason why like you wouldn't feel like you felt today, you know?
Well, I feel like I had a whole checklist, like literally like numbers 1 through literally like numbers 1 through 100. Like I made 100 things about this, whatever, like everything I need. I made it so easy on myself. And then I think in my head, I was like, I'm not feeling good right now. And now I can't get this stuff done. And then it spiraled.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm laughing because it's just so ridiculous. But I got out of bed and
I was going to say, how did you, so people can see like what works for you, how did you like get yourself out of that? So you were stuck at home on the couch. You told me you went out though. So where'd you go? Like, did you have to get yourself out of, whatever,
Yeah, no, so I did not. I chose to like be in bed because I know that like the best thing to do is move, but I also like I never cry, and I was letting myself cry. So like that's even like some kind of movement, like some kind of release. So I was like, well, at least I'm doing that. And, like it was really bad too. So I was like crying like somebody died. Like it was bad. Anyway, but I have a student now and I'm teaching piano. So that gives me like something of value to look forward to. And granted, I could think of 100 ways to cancel and like whatever, but like that in itself, I was like, no, like somebody's counting on me.
Yeah.
Like I have to be helping people. I have to be like having them rely on me. Yeah. Literally, we went for Chinese food last night. Everything was great last night. Like I came home, I got picked up, we went for Chinese food, and then we got our Costco membership. But like at the Chinese restaurant, we get our fortunes, right? And I forgot what Parker said, but it was like, oh, okay, cool. Like good fortune, whatever. Mine was service is the rent you pay for spending time on this earth or something like that.
Dang.
Which was like, duh. Like, obviously I already knew that like I'm a service person. I always work in service. I'm service based. Like, remember we were talking about love languages? Yeah. And then I'm like, well, this isn't telling me anything new. it's just telling me that I need to do it more.
Right.
Like, okay, I was joking around. I was like, oh, see, because I provide you a service as being your girlfriend, and then you pay my rent, Parker. Like, I was joking around.
And he's like, I'll take it.
He's
Whatever.
like, yeah. But I was like, I mean, yeah, this is what I'm trying to achieve, and I'm just not achieving it. And when I'm not achieving it, then I'm like a mess. So,
Well,
it's just a lot.
I think I
It's
speak
just
for a lot of people. Yeah, you're not alone. So take comfort in that, you know, there's other people definitely going through that. I definitely have those days too. So
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know, you work 2 jobs and you don't even have time to like have those moments. I have too much time to have
yeah,
those
but when I
moments
do,
right
it's like,
now.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know, but that kind of goes off what you said. Like, I have 2 jobs because I want to be busy because that's what makes me feel good.
Yeah.
If I was
Yeah.
sitting at home all day, I guarantee you I'd find reasons to cry and stuff a lot more.
Yeah.
I push that down with just working insane hours because I'm like, this is helping me in some way, you know, mentally, financially, it's all good.
I'm like, what, at what cost is it like, okay, you're just like working and like, you know, you're not allowing yourself the time. Like, I need to allow myself the time, but like
Yeah, it's
also
like
allowing myself the time is killing me. Like,
it's
what?
like, are these 2 jobs like my form of therapy? Like, instead of speaking to somebody, I just cram that shit down
Yeah.
with a bunch
Or
of
is it me avoiding there? Is it me dissociating? Like,
yeah,
what's
like
happening?
this is what we're finding out in this podcast. That's what
Yeah.
this is for, guys.
Okay, so let's get into our free spirit segment where we do 3 questions that we have not discussed the answers to beforehand. Stephanie, read them off.
First one, what are your plans for Christmas? Second one is, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? And the third one is, what is your favorite holiday movie? So obviously we're in like the holiday theme here. So
Yeah, hell
I
yeah,
want
we
to
need some
hear
holiday
what you guys are
spirit.
doing for Christmas too. So let us know so we can maybe start some different traditions ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. We
What are
might
your
not be
plans?
doing too much on Instagram, but at Are We Having Fun Pod, we are active on there. I do check it. So so get on there and DM us.
Get on
Bitch.
there and
I'm
say
just
some
kidding.
stuff.
Say some stuff to us.
So what are you doing for Christmas? You're coming home.
Yeah, so the dates changed, but I'm gonna be in Fort Myers. So Parker's whole family is gonna be down there, and that's a big deal because they're not always able to spend holidays together. So that'll be cool. And then
So
we're gonna
that's
go up.
probably your first time meeting like a lot of his family, right? Like not
Yeah,
his
so
parents, but like extended family.
yeah, like at least in person. So then we'll go up to Orlando and spend it with my family. And this is like a big deal because TJ is a senior in high school. That's my brother. He's a senior in high school. So my mom's like, this is the last Christmas we'll really spend together. Like, my family is really serious about the holidays, as most families are, but like Filipinos are all about like family, and Thanksgiving and Christmas are really big with traditions and the dinners and stuff like that. And so it's like my mom doesn't have a lot of that in Florida, so she wants to take advantage
Oh
of the
wow.
little bit that she can. Yeah, and it's like,
Aw, why is TJ gonna be like away at college next year? Probably.
yeah, he wants to like move out of state. I want to move across the country. Like, so it'll really change next year. It'll just be Matt in the house, and you know,
Aw,
it's just
little
gonna,
Matt all by himself.
yeah, it's just gonna be a lot different. So I get it.
Weird.
And so I know that's really important to be down there for that.
Yeah.
And what are you doing for Christmas?
I don't know. Obviously,
Where's your
obviously I'm
family?
spending
No, I'm
time
kidding.
with family. Like, Mark's sister normally has like a thing at her house, and his mom and his parents. So we're gonna go over there. I'm not sure what day. Like, I'm not sure if we're gonna go on Christmas or Christmas Eve. So for my family, Christmas Eve was always the big holiday. A lot of foreigners actually like Christmas Eve is more important than Christmas Day.
That's
So
what I
my
meant,
parents
actually.
yeah, so my
Christmas
parents are
Eve.
from South Africa and also like English roots and stuff. and it's Christmas Eve is kind of like where we do a lot of stuff. So we do like a dinner, and we'll like, open presents and stuff, do all that stuff pretty much on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, we're just like chilling in the house, not really doing anything. So there's not a whole lot of importance for that. So I need to split it up and do like one day with Mark's family, one day with my mom and my sister. So we'll figure it out. But one of each of those days will be spent with our separate families. So it'll probably just be like family time, playing games, eating dinner,
bring
things like
that Blockbuster game you got.
I will. That is the best game ever.
Everybody needs to play that.
Yeah, it's the best game too. But I guess it only works if you really know movies. So for little kids, it wouldn't work. But like for his family specifically, his dad is like a movie buff. So I'm bringing it.
Yeah,
sure.
Definitely.
Okay, so second question, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Me? Okay, I'm 100% Chunky Monkey. I know that only Ben and Jerry's makes that though, but I'm a banana fanatic. Like not necessarily bananas themselves, but banana flavored stuff is like my shit.
That's like the opposite.
It's so good.
My nightmare. No.
Banana ice cream, banana candy, literally banana anything. No. So Chunky Monkey is banana ice cream with chocolate chunks and walnuts. And that is like I'm like a banana nut type of person. So anything like crunchy with like, like little bits of like nuts or something in it, that's my jam.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite.
Way. I'm a good old cookies and cream. That's the first one that comes to my head.
So basic.
Well, I'm obsessed.
I mean, it's good, but it's basic.
I'm obsessed with Oreos. Like I'll eat a whole pack of Oreos by myself. And
did you know Oreos are vegan? I did not know that.
Yeah, I did know that because in college, when I was seeing an allergist, I had to like change my diet and like cut out dairy, and I was like, oh cool, I can still eat Oreos.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Obviously still eat ice cream. I eat anything I want because I realize that like most of my problems are anxiety induced. Especially today. That was a big thing too, is like my skin, like I have a skin condition, and it was so good in Florida because I wasn't stressing. I didn't have time to, and it was like a holiday, and I just like was centered around family and like living in the moment.
And you were on the go. Like you went from my house to your family's house, like you were always doing something.
And then I got back here and I was like, oh no, it's getting bad again. And I realized, oh, it's getting bad because I'm anxious. And then realizing I was anxious made me anxious. So more anxious.
This is like a sidetrack, but for years, like even when we lived together, I remember you saying like, it's the environment that really changes it. And, that obviously is true for some of it.
Yeah, that's
but I feel like a lot of it, like to this point, I feel like a lot of it is internal. Like if you're.
I should say that the things that I can control are anxiety induced. Gotcha. I can't control the environment. So I stopped worrying about it because what do? Okay, I move. Like I just don't live in that like moldy type of humid atmosphere all the time. In the winter in Florida it's great, but then you get to spring and summer and it's like so muggy and well,
now you're about to have a winter in Minnesota, so keep us posted.
So who knows
when you're freezing your ass off. Let me know.
I actually like when it's like 25 degrees though. It feels so crisp. I'm like it's snowing, but
it's snowing right now.
It did yesterday. And maybe that's why I wasn't so mad. I was like, oh, it's snowing.
Yeah.
And then today it was just like cold and I didn't go outside.
Not the good parts.
I don't know. Cold. So anyway, what's question 3?
Number 3, what's your favorite holiday movie? You go first.
Elf.
Of course.
I know it's basic, but I have a goal.
It's a good one though. That's a classic.
I have to watch Elf at least 5 times between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and there's no guarantee I won't watch it outside of the 2 holidays. So
I think you have watched it in like June. Like
I definitely watch it like every couple months. It is one of my favorite movies. It's a
great movie. I remember that. Like, do you still own it? You used to have it on like DVD.
Yeah. Okay. All my DVDs are in California. So like my uncle is going to be so happy when I move back because he can finally get rid of my stuff.
Yeah.
He just has all of my movies. He has my college diploma somewhere. He's like, Kaehla, take it. Every time I come visit, he's like, Kaehla, take it. And I'm like, yeah, but I'll come back for it eventually.
Dead.
So I probably do have it.
Mine's kind of a toss-up. I don't know, but I'd say like overall, probably Christmas with the Cranks. I'm like, Tim Allen is just a fucking amazing guy for Christmas movies.
I don't think I've seen that actually. I need to see that.
You haven't seen it?
I don't think so.
Dude, I think it's on Netflix. Let me look it up. It's definitely on one of the streaming services. It is hilarious. Like everybody thinks of Tim Allen as like the Santa Claus, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But he like, and it's because he does that role so well. Like him in Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Like, his dry sense
Just,
of humor. It's just like amazing.
Him in like funny, witty kids movies, like in general.
That's what I'm saying.
We just watched the second Santa Claus. That's my favorite of the three.
I need to watch all of them again. I don't really remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember so much of the first one and the third one, and I honestly didn't remember the fact that the whole second movie is about finding Mrs. Claus. But
yeah, it's on Hulu, by the way. Christmas with the Cranks. Go watch it.
I also didn't really watch the third one because I thought I wouldn't like Jack Frost, but Martin Short.
No, that's Martin Short.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
And I didn't.
Well, he's not hilarious, but he's like a cool actor.
He is hilarious, but I didn't appreciate Martin Short until Meet the Fockers. Like he plays the dad, and then I watched Only Murders in the Building, and that's such a good show.
I need to watch that. That's with Selena Gomez,
right
Steve
now.
Martin, and Martin Short, right?
It's so good. Yeah, I just finished.
Gang.
I finished the season, and I'm like dying for season 2.
What is that on? Netflix?
Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, Hulu.
That will be on my list for this season. But you need to watch Christmas with the Cranks. It's on Hulu also.
Okay, it's on Hulu. Cool.
Watch it with Parker. You guys will die. It's like hilarious.
We can watch
Mark
it
and
tonight.
I quote it like we quoted it the other night when he's like, I can't even say it because you're not going to get it. So just watch it first and then we'll talk about it.
You guys quote literally all the movies. Like, I don't know how people just... I'm just kidding. I quote movies too. I quote Elf, but...
No. I never quoted movies. Mark and his family, like his dad literally talks to his children in movie quotes.
Same
like
though.
Whenever he would like even like discipline them. He said it would like be like a basis of a movie. So it's like
just another reason Mark and I are the same person.
Yeah, another reason I just dated my best friend, basically. But that's all we have for you guys this episode. So please continue to rate us on Apple Podcasts and follow us at Are We Having Fun Pod on Instagram and tell us what you think. Let us know. This is episode 13, right?
Yes.
So we are like committed. We're in here.
And also we do have the website up. We didn't buy the domain, so just like don't hate on us. It still has the wixsite.com in there.
We'll get there, okay? One step at a time.
But we did post a recipe to last week's drink, the ube lychee drink. Wow, that's kind of a tongue twister. And so we're going to be putting more content up there to actually, give you guys some things to look at outside of the episode. So you can find that link in our Instagram or Instagram's the best. If you don't have Instagram, I'm so sorry. It's probably in our show notes as well, though. But we do everything through Instagram. It's just the easiest way to
link off to everything.
Yeah. So check that out. And we are still working on some goodies
exciting
for you all.
Things that we'll be announcing pretty soon.
Anyway, so bye.
Bye.
See ya.
I think we ended always in like